to start tonight with this.
In police departments nationwide, a crush of vaccine mandates are a flashpoint for officers faced with rolling up their sleeves or losing their jobs.
In Leesburg, Virginia, some officers say they may quit if the vaccine mandate moves forward.
In Massachusetts, the state police union believes at least 150 state police officers will resign.
One trooper who decided to quit had some choice words for the governor on the way out.
This is the last time you'll hear me in a state patrol car. And Jay Inslee can kiss my ass.
Ooh, a walkie drop. You don't see many of those, and that's probably because it looks pathetic. Dropping a microphone is inherently exciting. You get the thud as it hits the floor and the cheer of the crowd, but a walkie drop? That's just a sad man sitting in a dark car dropping a heavy object directly onto his penis. But it is true, all over the country, a small minority of police officers have received disproportionate coverage after threatening to resign over COVID mandates. They framed this as a matter of individual liberty, even in cases where very little was being asked of them. In Chicago, officers were merely asked to register their vaccination status on a portal, and for now can still work if they're unvaccinated so long as they are regularly tested. But nevertheless, John Catanzara, the head of Chicago's Fraternal Order of Police, told his officers flat out, do not comply with any direct order to fill out the portal, period.
Since the start of the pandemic, more than 4 times as many officers have died from COVID-19 as from gunfire. This despite being among the first groups to have access to the vaccine.
Yeah, it's true. 4 times more police officers have died from COVID than gunfire. That is a terrible statistic, which you might not fully absorb, given that CNN's graphics department represented it with one bar that's only about twice as big as the other. So, welcome to CNN. If you want to instantly understand the different ways that police die, it's going to be tricky for you. But if you want to understand the one way that a certain British royal died, it's your lucky day, 9 p.m. Eastern, Sunday night. Though, no need to watch. Spoiler alert, it was the mother-in-law. Look, there is also the key matter of the fact that the police are supposed to be keeping the public safe. That is the point of their jobs. Yet some don't seem to give much of a shit about that. Take this video of NYPD officers flipping out over a subway rider who simply asked them to put on a mask.
Cell phone video taken Tuesday morning shows an unmasked NYPD officer pushing a masked commuter out of the 8th Street subway station and closing the emergency exit door. As the cop walks away, he says,
OK, first, you opened the emergency door? Oh, no! Everyone in New York knows you can't open the emergency door, not unless it's an emergency. Also, disruptive. Have you ever been on the subway? You know, the big metal worm that screams? The place where every day you see the biggest rat to ever walk the earth and then you just go to work like it's nothing? You're in Disruption Junction, baby. It's also worth remembering that New York still has a mask mandate on public transit, and anyone caught without one risks a $50 fine. Everyone except, apparently, the cops. And this all sums up the American police problem in miniature. The constant refrain we hear from cops every time they kill an unarmed black person is they should have complied with commands, because as long as you comply, things will supposedly go well. But that only seems to work one way. Because when officers are asked to follow simple rules or face consequences, a not insignificant amount of them flip their shit. So you know what? If an officer wants to quit over this, fucking let them. Let the individuals who clearly don't care about public safety stop being in charge of public safety. It is really that simple. And by the way, that is a motherfucking walkie drop.